Alright, so I got some new parts in. I got the Motion Raceworks shifter, and I still got to finalize it here, but I got the old one out. I got the new one in, and I had to do a little bit of trimming right there. But it fits pretty good, it works good. I got to finish up the wiring, and my air lines go to here, and then I might switch this out for a 90, like to come down and go under the seat, because I got the bottle here and the lines and the mount to do next, and that's gonna go, I'm hoping I can put it right here. I know it's really hard to see in here because it's so freaking dark, so I'm hoping I can put it like right here, and that way I can, like, while I'm sitting in the seat, I can just reach, I can reach in through here and just, turn it on, or, turn it on and off without having to, flip the seats forward, because it's a pain in the ass. So I'm going to get started on that. That shifter was a pain in the butt to get in, because I didn't want to take this bracket off, and then, because no matter what you do, you have to have somebody, I would have to have someone up here holding the nut, someone under the car. So this bolts through here, through the feet into here. Well, then you got to get to the underside of this to hold the nut. And I was going to put nutserts in this, but then I was like, yeah, I don't really trust them holding, They probably would have worked, but I just figured, forget it. I'll just use what they came with. They came with, like, nice nylock nuts. But my biggest complaint is the shifter cable coming into here, okay? And there's a pin inside here that pins the cable to the shifter handle down in here. Well, to get to that, you got to take the whole thing apart, basically, to put that pin in, and then put, like, why wouldn't they just put like a little, like, in between, park and reverse down in here, maybe put a little window, so you could put your pin in? I think that would be awesome. But they don't, so you got to take it apart, and it sucked. But that's in. I'm going to work on getting this stuff installed next. And I believe the bottle came empty. I'll have to get that filled. And it's just CO2. I should be able to get that at the welding supply place. And then I'm relatively done in here. And I'm still waiting for the transmission. I got the torque converter right here. And I test fit it, and the bolt holes, everything lines up, but I gotta really wait until the transmission gets here so I can put it into the transmission and then mock everything up just to make sure it's gonna fit in there. Because, like, right now the hold on, let me turn you guys around. So right now the what's it called, on the back of the torque converter, that little snub, that spout, whatever the fuck it's called, I can't remember, where that fits into the hole on the flex plate, it goes all the way in, but it can only go in so far. And on the new torque converter, it's kind of hitting a little bit before it meets the flex plate, but I know I have to shim that out, but I can't, I gotta wait until everything's here before I can really dial that in to make sure it's going to work. I think it's going to fit, but we'll see. So for now, I'm just doing this stuff while I have some time, and that way everything in the car is done. So yeah, I'm going to work on this, and then when we come back, I'll show you what all that looks like. Well, I don't know if you guys remember, but I was replacing that seal in the pinion, and when I did that, it sealed up. It wasn't leaking, but there seemed to be a lot of play, a lot of backlash. So I was like, I better take it apart and check it. And I'm glad I did, because it had 25 thousandths backlash, which is way too much. The gears look pretty good. The mesh was so-so. It's kind of like, it's really hard to see, but it was kind of like riding right in here and then just feathering off the edge. So we're going to adjust that. But I also found, so the pinion bearing, which is that one there, is okay. But the carrier bearings were shot. I mean, look at that. You see, you can see the wear on the race, and real bad there. Same on the other one. So, and then there's, you know, there's some, it's kind of hard to see, but there's some pitting on the rollers too. So yeah, I'm waiting for new ones of these to come in, and I got a new shim kit, and yeah, I'm gonna put it back together, and then I'll you know, reseal everything up and get it back on the fucking road. And my transmission's done. I gotta go pick it up, but there's a snowstorm. You know, it just never ends, never ends. But I'll probably pick up the transmission on maybe Monday or Tuesday. I don't know. It's all gonna really depend on the snow. So yeah, we'll get that put in and get it back on the road, even though there's snow and I can't go anywhere. But at least the car will be ready. Well, as you can see, we're getting some snow, and we're supposed to be getting, I don't know, they said between 8 and 12. It looks like we got about, I don't know, 5 or 6 so far. And I'm going to go out and do some snow clearing here, and I figured I'd take you guys along for the ride. I'm going to fire this here bad boy up, and I just filled it with gas, so we're good. And yeah, I'm going to have to shovel some snow from the gate, because when it swings open, if there's too much snow behind it, it can't really push it open, so I'm going to have to shovel that by hand first. And I'll take you guys along for the ride. Stay tuned. Alright, the gate finally got open. We're gonna get started. I hope this turns out good. You guys can see everything. That'd be sweet. Power up our remote. Want to make sure it's going to close. Alright, let's get rolling. Need 4-wheel drive, that's for sure. my way to Vickers to pick up the transmission, and I finally get out of the city, get into these country areas, and finally getting up to cruising speed. And I think all of the driving in 12 inches of snow may have threw my balancing off on my wheels, because my steering wheel is vibrating and shaking like crazy when I go over 70, and it never did that before. I'm gonna try to get it on video, but I don't know if you can see it. It's really hard to get it on video, but trust me, it's shaking. Very annoying. So I think I'm gonna check it once I get to like a rest stop or something. I'm gonna need gas anyways. I'm almost out, so we'll see what it is. Well, just as I suspected, snow built up in here. I mean, it's not a lot, but I guess, oh yeah, that was a big piece. I don't know, this is annoying and cold. Oh yeah, there's a huge chunk in there. Wow. I'm gonna have to get something to push that out. But that's definitely what my vibration is. So, get some gas and get back on the road. Still going. Almost there. And yeah, the roads ain't too bad. Couple spots here and there where the wind is blowing the snow across the fields onto the road, but other than that, it's not too shabby. So I was inside eating lunch, and I kept hearing this drip drip, and I look over and there's water dripping on the inside of the house. So I came outside, and yeah, that's gonna be a problem. So somehow the water's getting like behind here and getting into the house. I don't fucking know. So great, now I gotta think about this, what I'm gonna do. Stand by. Okay, so I'm sitting down thinking about how I'm gonna fix this. And I think I came up with a good idea. I believe that if I somehow melt the ice in the gutter, salt perhaps, that's what I'm thinking, and then I get that heat tape shit put in there, which I might have some. I gotta have to think. I don't remember if I saved it from the other place or not. But either way, I've put that in there. That'll keep the ice and the water from melting, coming over the gutter, coming down the house. So that's the plan, at least. Anyhow, what? All right. This is what happens when I'm on my thinking chair every time. These two hooligans. Guys, can I not just be on my thinking chair in peace? If you don't close the door all the way, this one, Maisie, puts her little nose in the crack and pushes it open, and then they both have to come in. Okay, I'm editing the video, and the beginning part of it is okay. However, I had I had about 30 to 40 minutes at least, I'd say, of like good, well, that's the problem. I thought it was going to be good, like video of when I was plowing. Anyways, it turned out like shit, and I tried different camera positions on the machine, and the one that I kept was the best one, because all the other spots, it was shaking so bad, even with the stabilization on, it still looked like shit. Anyways, I put a little blip in there, like 2 or 3 minutes, and then I'm going back through here, and I just realized I didn't do an outro. I wasn't even going to put any of the video out until I had the transmission installed and all that, and I was going to video. But the video was already getting too long, and I had multiple memory cards, different cameras. I used my phone for some of it, so I had a lot. I was like, I'll just put this one out, try to keep the videos around 15 minutes, and I'll do another video for the transmission installation, and maybe I'll video me fixing the leak in my window here, which is right there where Copper's sleeping. But I might not video that. Will depend. I don't know. I really don't feel like messing with it because it's so freaking cold out. It's like 5 degrees, and then with the wind chill, it's probably like -20. I don't know. But it's cold, it's windy, and I really don't feel like getting a ladder out and getting up on the roof. So it's not leaking right now. I think the ice finally cocooned over the part where it was coming in. I don't know. It's not leaking, so that's good. So, anyways, thank you for watching, and yeah, that's it.